Yeah, you can. Good morning. Hello. It's the weekend. I am just hopping on here real quick to show you a new kit that's available and talk about some kits that I introduced last week. So if you're new here, my name's Byrdie Larsen and I own Redbyrd Designs, and we are a small business that sells DIY kits, craft kits. We do an online painting membership, and then we also have an online our online painting membership excuse me, is Redbyrd Retreat, and our online craft box kit is called Joy Box. So that is who I am if you're new here, and if you're able to hop on, say hi, let me know what you're watching from and what you're doing today. As always, as a small business, I so appreciate your help in getting the word out in the Facebook world. So any hearts or thumbs up, let me know that you like this video. Help me spread the joy, sprinkle the love, and possibly inspire somebody else out there to do some crafts this morning. And like as always, say hi, let me know you're watching. Okay, so just to review to start with, before I show you the new craft, I'm going to switch us over to the overhead camera so we have more space down here. And let me just make sure I have good volume before we go on, because that's my nemesis, my mic. Okay, I think we're good. So like I said, I'm just hopping on this morning to show you a new kit that's available on our website, and I was going to paint it with you this morning. There we go. Good morning, Katie. And then we are headed to Wolf Point for a track meet today. So let me know what your plans are this Saturday. All right, to the overhead. So this is kind of just a quick little preview of the new kit available, but let's talk about two that you can, that are available as well, two more. So if you didn't see my video last week, we have this super fun home sign kit. It's comes with the 1x8, 2 feet long piece or board. It comes with the H, M, and E. All of it is unfinished, and it also comes then with the metal windmill for the O here. You get everything you need to create this kit, and so that's available on our website, and it is $37. If you are interested in hosting your own paint party and would like to order multiple kits in bulk, 5 or more, contact me and I'd be happy to work with you to do a discounted price for those. So the home sign is available, and then the other day I was live and I created this succulent planter, so this is available as well. You get everything to create this, and 3 live succulents. There'll be random succulents. You get the cactus dirt, the rocks, some moss to go in on top, and these succulents are just going crazy right now. It's the perfect time to create this. They're small, and then as the summer progresses, these things are just gonna fill this spot here and look amazing. So those are available on the website as well. Get those while you can. They won't last, Those are $37 as well. Okay. Let me just make sure I can see comments. So those are the two kits available, and then this little kit here that I'm going to paint with you today is available as well. This is new. We just posted this yesterday, and it is kind of like a barn quilt slash puzzle sign that you can hang or use as a shelf sitter. It will come with the base. It will come with this kind of an outline piece, and then all of the pieces that sit inside, so you can paint it however you want. At the moment on the website, it does not come with any paint. We are in the process of creating paint combos to make it a little easier to purchase instead of, you know, trying to pick out different colors. We will have like a combo, let's say a USA combo that would have red, white, and blue and black and things like that, and then maybe a neutrals combo that would have browns, blacks, and whites. And so we're in the process of that, and once we get that done later this week, we will add that to this listing, but as of right now, it's just the kit. Okay, so let's get started painting. I'm going to paint this in a patriotic theme, so I'm going to use some reds and white, or red and blue. I've got white here, I've got black, and then I've also got just a antique wax stain. This is the Waverly brand that you can get at Walmart. And you could always just use a brown acrylic paint as a stain as well. Alright, so I'm going to show you a way that you can decorate this with using not all of the puzzle pieces to give it some fun dimension. So these little signs can go just so many different ways. You can do so many different things with them. I'm going to start with white for my background. And I'm going to use a baby white to apply it, but you could use a brush. And I'm using a baby white just to kind of give me that stained look. You can see how it just kind of creates a wash almost on my background. And we are, this overlay is going to sit on here, so it's really not necessary to go all around, you know, completely cover all the edges there. So this kit right now on our website, redbyrddesigns.com, go to the shop page, and this kit here is $17 just by itself. Again, we are working on creating some paint combos and just kind of make it easier at checkout to include that if you want. That will be coming next week. Okay, so we've got this wash. We can still see that wood grain coming through there, and the idea is to see some of that through the openings in this frame. Okay, so then I'm going to take some of this, I want to distress it. I'm going to have more of a distressed look, so I'm going to take some of the Waverly wax. I've got just a little bit here. I've got using that same baby wipe with the white on it, and I'm just going to lightly kind of go over that white that I put down. I'm going to streak that in. So if you like doing crafts and puzzles, these little kits are so fun. Kind of combining doing some painting and some gluing, and then at the end we kind of puzzle it all together. So we've got that really great streak happening just with a little bit of brown. And again, that would work well with just brown paint as well. You don't have to have this wax. Okay, so that's finished there. I am going to use actually that brown antiquing wax on the edge of my frame for this sign, using the baby wipe. I'll just rub this on all over these edges. And the edges are already a nice dark brown from when they were cut with the laser, so we don't have to worry about trying to paint those. And if you were going to paint this some other color, I would use like a makeup sponge and just dab it on the top, so again, you wouldn't have to worry about painting the edges. Leaving them those dark colors is, I think, gives it just another level of dimension and looks really cool. Starting to get a little darker here. Okay, there we go. Lay that on here, see how that looks. I mean, even that is just really pretty, right? I mean, we could even just hang it like this, and that would be such a cool accent piece. That's really pretty as well. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually glue this down real quick so that it sets up, and then we'll go into painting the pieces. I am going to grab my clamps here, just 1 second. So if you're near a dollar store, they have developed kind of a good crafting section, and they sell these little clamps. And I got them thinking they might be kind of cheesy, but they're actually really nice, and I use them quite frequently. So you can get a pack of 2 of larger clamps, and then they have like a pack of 6 of these smaller clamps. And they work really well for doing different crafts. They can hold ribbon, they can hold your pieces together while you're painting. So if you're near a dollar store, I highly recommend these for your craft stash. I'll just show you my little tub here. I kind of went crazy, and after I used them and discovered that they work well, I went back and bought a little bit more. Okay. So let's get some glue on this guy. I'm just using super glue for this. You could use just an Elmer's glue, a wood glue. And you don't necessarily need to glue all of the lines. I'm going to hit the middle, the outside, and a few of these sub pieces, these inner pieces, but again, I'm not going to try and get them all. Okay. And it doesn't matter how we put this on, although I think I want, well, this will work. Okay, so then we can take these clamps. Just making sure it's lined up all the way around. I'll clamp this down. And if you didn't have clamps, you could just use something heavy to hold this. If you didn't have super glue, you know, super glue dries pretty fast. So if you didn't have, if you were working with like a wood glue, like a heavy weight or a heavy book, woodwork, and I got some glue in here, which is I'm kind of bummed about. Just coming in with a little Q-tip here, wiping some of this glue away that I got in here. So anything heavy to help you hold this well, you let it dry. Okay, so I'm going to set it up like this on the side here, and the idea that I have with this is to help give it just a little more dimension, is to leave some of these spaces blank. So I'm not going to use all of the puzzle pieces that come with it. You definitely could not even paint the background or the base and just create an awesome design with all of the puzzle pieces. But to see how it's going to look with some dimension where we have some empty spots, I'm going to leave those blank. So I'm going to go with, let's see, we'll start by painting these pieces blue here. And then I'm going to find my little squares, paint those. And I think I'll leave these empty and maybe these as well. So let's see. So I'm just kind of figuring out, laying out my pieces to see what I want to paint to start with. Okay, and then I will paint these guys here. And then I'll paint these big guys. I think I'm going to leave all of these here on this side, where we've kind of got these stripes happening open, and then I'll paint these here. So I'm going to need these 4 pieces, and then the rest of these, and the rest of these. So we'll leave these out. I'll need these and these. Okay. So let's start with some blue. And I'm going to just use a small flat for this. I'm going to distress my pieces, so 1 coat of paint is going to be okay for me. If you wanted to have a really nice, clean piece with a really good coverage, you'll probably want 2, maybe even 3 coats of paint on your pieces. Wood is really porous and soaks up that paint, so the first coat can typically look pretty spotty. Okay, so I'm going to do red, and then I'll do blue. So let's do 2 of these little squares blue. And actually, let's just get something to hold those little pieces down. Using tape works great for these little bits to paint them. So I'm going to apply these little squares to the tape. There we go. So sticky side up, it's going to hold those pieces while I paint them. So I'm going to do 2 blue and then I'll do 2 red of these little squares. Okay, so then let's do, I would kind of want to think about not putting my colors together. So I've got these 2 in the blue. So these 2 bigger pieces I'm going to do red, and these will be, maybe I'll leave these. So many options, so many options. Okay. I should have colored it out before I started this morning. All right, let's move into the red and just kind of think about what we want to do here. So if you're just joining, say hi, let me know what you're doing today. What are your plans? We are getting ready to head to a track meet. Which will run till later this evening. You could always use the baby white method too for applying paint to these little pieces. That works just as well. Okay, so I think I've decided, let's see, I'm going to paint these guys on both sides red. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, these guys here. You can always create a stained effect by watering down the paint and brushing it on and then wiping it away. And that gives it more of a stained look, which turns out pretty cool as well. So lots of different options with these guys. Okay, so we've got red, white, and then we'll do blue for those little guys. So I am not gonna need that. Oh, I forgot my little squares. I'm gonna put these little triangles on my tape as well, and we'll paint those blue. Oh, also, if you didn't see, we have a overstock sale. So we had anticipated selling a little bit more of the May Joy boxes, which were the Bless This Kitchen. And so we had extra supplies for that, and we have put them on the website for purchase. So if you were thinking maybe about joining the Joy Box, you could definitely go pick up one of those kits, and it will come with a video link so that you can follow along and just see how all that works. And it's no membership, it's just the individual kit for those. It's our overstock sale, so check that out as well. Okay, so let's grab another baby wipe. I'm gonna get some white out and do a little bit of distressing on these pieces here. Actually, I'm going to use a knife. I'm going to use a palette knife and scrape on some white. So we've got that really fun distressed look. You could use a popsicle stick for this. You could use a plastic butter knife. If you weren't going to use all of the puzzle pieces, you could even use one of those puzzle pieces to distress. Scraping on some white here. You could use a chip brush to distress with. Okay, so let's start putting this together and show you my idea for this. So like I said, I am not using all the pieces that come with the kit. I wanted to show you an option of omitting some of those pieces to give you some cool dimension and texture, leaving some of these squares open to see behind or underneath. But you could definitely create a beautiful pattern using all the pieces. No need to paint the backer. Apply the frame, paint your pieces, insert those, and create a beautiful piece that way as well. Where's my glue? Okay. And again, I'm just using super glue here. You can use an Elmer's glue, a wood glue, whatever you have. Super easy, just drop them in the spots, and it's going to create this beautiful piece here. Alright, so this one goes here. Okay, let's put these little squares in. What do you think so far? What color would you guys paint yours? Super glue is sure nice. It dries super fast. You don't get much wiggle room though with it. You kind of got to be committed. Almost done. Just got these little triangle pieces left here. So this piece is about 8 inches in diameter, and that is the only size right now. But if you guys are interested in different sizes, let me know. We kept it small so that it could be a quick craft, but if you'd like a larger one for more of a statement piece to hang on your wall, definitely look at doing that. And I didn't paint all the blues I needed. Okay, let me paint these last 3 here. I need just a little more color up here. And we'll let those dry for a minute, then I'll distress them, and then we can add them to our sign. You could always use these kits for a kids party or just a kids activity. With the wood pieces, you can either paint them, stain them, but they also work great with just a marker. So any sort of Crayola marker, or if you had paint pens, if you don't want to use paint with, maybe smaller, younger kids, you could let them use markers to paint all the pieces, and then they could put the puzzle together. And even actually the colored pencils work good on these little wood pieces. Okay. So distress these little wood pieces here, these last little bits. Scraping on a little bit of white. And we will put those in here. there we go. So this is our newest kit. We just uploaded it, maybe it was Thursday night or yesterday. It's an 8-inch round, kind of a DIY wood quilt. You get the backer board, the frame, and then all of the pieces to fit inside each of the little spaces. And I just wanted to show you how you could decorate one. And in this case, I am not using all the pieces. I've left some of these spaces blank, so I painted the backer board white and distressed it, but it just gives it that really fun texture or dimension, having some of those open where you kind of see underneath that. So just an idea. But it would also be equally as beautiful, all painted and filled in, whether you're using paint or stain or markers or whatever it is that you have on hand. This little kit is just really fun and beautiful at the same time. And you can't go wrong. Everything's lined up for you. The pieces are all going to fit in, so there's making no mistake in the pattern itself. So that is our DIY kit, redbyrddesigns.com if you want to purchase one. And then we also have a few others out there as well, so make sure to check out the shop. And then also on Facebook, I don't know if you guys noticed, but our Facebook page has a shop link as well. And you can get to all of our items through that. So if you click on the shop button, you see something you like, you click on purchase, it will take you right to our website. So there's a direct link from Facebook to our website that way as well. Okay, well, I am going to let you go. Just wanted to hop on real quick and show you that. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. And if you'd like to purchase for a party and you want to purchase a bulk amount, 5 or more, let me know and we would be happy to give you a bulk discount. And yeah, all right, so thanks for watching, and you guys have a great weekend and enjoy your day. We'll chat with you later. Bye.